begins.
The first hook missed.
Paparazzi.
And it's like the one that you can already tell he doesn't play pudge because there's no way you missed the bounty rune, right? Like you know at what time it spawns.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just a bounty rune. 2 for 2.
By the way, my acorn. You guys never asked me. I'll let you know later. I'll give you my
Please tell
acorn.
me.
I have to think about it. I didn't have an answer for that one.
No one asked me as well.
No, yours is an 8-pack.
Oh yeah,
acorn
you're right.
is an 8-pack.
It should have been better memory.
Apparently so. Oh my gosh. Ooh, beyond.
He's the stats man. He talked so much I forgot what we were on about.
Yeah. Gosh darn stats, man. Look at this pudge set. I mean, not pudge set. Look at this alchemist set. He's got the genuine eternal radiance blades. He's got an alliance belt accessory, which is just a bear. And he's got the Midas knuckles. He's got the taunt. He's got the alliance set on for the alchemist.
Pudge has nothing, by the way.
I meant alchemist.
I know, but Pudge has
Pudge
nothing.
is completely, missing the bounty rune, not having a Pudge cosmetic, definitely doesn't scream, I'm a Pudge player, that's for sure. Still being bronze medal.
Yeah. But look, it's really not difficult to play Pudge. Right now, Pudge is probably the simplest hero in the game. Get the Aghanims, spam Rot. You don't even have to buy Axe here. Alchemist's gonna get you one.
I don't know, my Pudge ally in my game the other hour did not go well. He died like 800 times.
800 times? That's a lot of times to die in one game.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he wasn't James Bond because it's no time to die in that movie.
Why is it always something about not dying in that movie? Like, die another day.
Most of them are, but there's also Dr. No, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, Octopussy.
Man, I was actually so my HBO Max or something got all the old James Bonds.
They're so good.
I was watching a couple. Yeah. Who's your favorite? Mine, Sean Connery, probably.
I feel like that's everybody's number one. I like Roger Moore, but also Pierce Brosnan is my.
Oh, I hate Pierce Brosnan. Like
come on.
Oh, I hate him so much. As James Bond, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, in GoldenEye, he was great.
I don't know. Like it became too. What's the right word here? Romantic, maybe with him. Yeah.
But that's why Austin Powers got made, because parody on that.
Also late?
Speaking of Dota, stun out on the summer. He gets to live another day.
Oh, live another day. Did you know?
Did you know that movie that
again
telekinesis into the stun on the summer and Fade Bolt first blood? They're making it work in the bottom lane.
Dyer's couriers gone down.
He tried to stay in melt for a bit too long, I would say, as they were hitting him. Beyond top lane, he's not having the best time as well.
Not having a lot of fun. Only 13-1.
Their lanes are struggling much harder than I thought they would. Yeah, Summer on the TA, he's playing versus Acid Spray, right? So it's not that easy to be a TA here.
So something interesting to note is that when you draft Alchemist, if you draft him in the first phase, he only has a 33% win rate. When you draft him in the last phase, that goes up to a 69% win rate.
Nice.
I think that's probably the case with most heroes, though. If you last pick them, there's probably a reason.
Less time to counter.
Yeah.
Would you rather Summer take the TA to mid? Like not now, but initially is what I mean.
Yeah. I think it would have been decent as well. You're playing into a pudge. It does have rot, but not a lot of armor. Probably would have been better, especially after seeing the way the lanes went.
I'm kind of a little surprised. Yeah, mid lane, Paparazzi with the rolling thunder. ZC trying to get a kill, but he's pretty tanky on Paparazzi. He's also got the Shadow Word. Oh! And the hook, making sure he doesn't die to that siege creep.
That was only level 2 flash heat, by the way. And they couldn't take the beast down. Once he gets the level 3, he's basically unkillable. Unless you get Timber in. Like, when you put the Timber into the mix, he definitely dies, but the rest of them really need to be cautious.
Did he not get a flesh heap stack for that kill?
He did not. It was maybe too far or something. Ruby got the kill, right? With the Fade Bolt when ZC was already far away.
I guess.
It was shared, yeah. It was far enough.
Just remember though, look at the Timber just melt. He just split open and melted.
Yeah, like, once again, the Dandelions lanes aren't their strongest asset, right? The way they play the lanes.
Which is surprising. I will say, we've talked about it since last year, right, Lizard? Like it felt like the biggest asset for Div 2 teams was their laning.
The laning stage, yeah. It was.
Dismember again.
It's just to mess with him. Can't really get the kill here.
He's half health. Like, mess with him, it's or I'll just kill him.
It's like that hug of death, you know, like when your aunt that didn't see you in a really long time comes and
hug you. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
Avalanche toss, telekinesis, and there's the dismember, and there's that first stack of fleshy. Oh no, it actually jumped right up to 2. Interestingly enough. Weird.
Okay, so maybe one stack is either bugged. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't. Yeah, it was probably bugged. It's a small company, small game. It happens.
Top lane, blue.
Mid lane as well.
And mid lane, they get ZC. Sorry, Hobbs. That's my fault. I called top.
Middle tower is
And
under
SJ
attack.
on the run. You've already got level 6 here for PYW, so he'll steal Purifying Flames, which means one thing and one thing only.
He'll steal?
Yes. I'm glad you knew exactly what I was thinking.
Of course.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So what's happening so far? Alchemist having more or less a really good time on the offlane. He's actually going for that Aghanim's, which he will 100% give to the Pudge. The other lanes are doing well. There's a rotation towards top lane now. And all of this is possible because they have an Alchemist, right? They can move the Pudge around. Can they kill the Timber? Let's see. They should be able to. Oh, they can catch him.
Who had the... Oh, okay, it's Paparazzi who's got the Tumbler's toy. If it was Rubik who had the Tumbler's toy, I think they get that kill. Paparazzi in some trouble now. Rolling Thunder, they need help. They've got the Shadow Word. Oh, the trees! Paparazzi cut the tree, or no, the Rolling Thunder, I believe, did it. And now Lou's actually getting bounced up a little bit. He'll be hooked back. And stolen toss from PYW to toss back Tiny. So nobody dies.
Yeah, nice plays there from XG, managing to survive, right? That was very close. Lou might go in for Beyond, but can't really get the kill alone. There's no Rolling Thunder, they can fight this.
Avalanche, toss, swashbuckle. It's a decent chunk of damage, they're just not securing the kills. Dismember out, and it's through to ZC. Land the hook, they've got the telekinesis, but the swashbuckle again.
I'm surprised that Dandelion isn't bailing. Their supports are way too low level. Okay, Tiny now goes mid. Their supports are way too low level. They need to... Okay, this is a nice kill.
Even got that, but toss and toss over. PYW still not dead yet. Now they've got the upheaval. They still don't even get PYW.
I can't believe they didn't manage to get that kill.
They're gonna toss again. Yeah, they'll toss back again. Now they'll look for the rolling thunder, but Paparazzi never gets bumped up. Oh, I thought he was gonna get hit up onto the high ground. He ends up dying to the purifying flames of SJ.
Okay, they don't get the Rubik, but they do get the Pudge, even a better kill, right? And this Pudge would never be rotating as much.
This Pudge is going to get stronger fast because it's Ags being built here for Old 11, and if he passes that over to the Pudge this early into the game where he's not even building it, that's going to be brutal.
It's like the best of both worlds, right? Like you're doing these rotations, so you're getting flash heap stacks in every kill, if it works out, and you're gonna get the Ags, because usually it's a trade-off. You can't get the strength because you're farming. Finish off the Aghanims. You're more AFK, and in this game he's just rotating 24/7. Down so far by them.
Just something to keep an eye on as well. The average Aghanim's timing on the Pudge in this patch has been 18 minutes into the game. The fastest so far has been 14 minutes. Could even be the fastest, technically speaking, if the Alchemist gives it over, if he's quick enough.
He's only got level 1 in the Greevil's Greed, so we'll see if he does get there quick enough. Yeah, 1800 gold away, but obviously in Alchemist terms, that's not terribly long. Charging up this stun, they've got the upheaval on the 0.5. He throws it over on the Beyond. Acid Spray and the upheaval missed Beyond, but it's looking like they still should be able to get this kill. It's just a question of when. And they've got the telekinesis. There's the stun again, and Blue gets credit for that one, so they do end up finding the timber.
I don't believe PYW didn't baseball that intent. Might catch SJ though. Let's see. Besides not good. They have Golem. I believe Extreme Gaming could do something like Pudge go in front, bait out any sorts of aggression, then we counter. Or they can just wait the Aghanims, which is up in 1400 gold. I don't think it's gonna beat the one. Yeah. Level 1 Greevil's Greed, like you guys said. That's the problem.
Is it a big enough difference from level 3 to 4 that you shouldn't just say take level 2 in Greevil's Greed instead?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like, is the Acid Spray from 3 to 4 really that big?
Yeah, I mean, the nature of spells means that the jump from, obviously, 0 to 1 is having the spell, not having the spell. The jump from 1 to 2 is the difference between usually double the effectiveness of the spell, generally speaking, so... yeah, it's more value to spread your points evenly, but of course, he wants to be playing the game at the same time. You know, he's not the carrier of the Ursa, it's one he needs to be farming, so...
obviously, but I feel like if they're giving him this much space, why not take advantage and get a bit more gold?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree, but he has been playing a lot.
Yeah, at the same time, he has been making moves. Not the best ones always.
Hey, he still hit 2 creeps with that. That was 2 CS. Worked for him.
It was the plan, right?
Of course. Ooh, Fatal Bonds, CC.
They're smoking in.
Yeah, they're kind of smoking in. Now they've got the Defusal, which... on both, actually, both the Ursa and the Pango. I'm a big fan of it on Pango.
You know, there's also this question in yeah, you buy the Pudge Agonist, it's early on. He also hurts himself with it quite a bit, and if he's the only one that's able to fight, what's the point? Maybe, that's like, I've seen that happen as well, right? Like you buy an axe to your... You buy an axe that's a fighting item to someone, on your team, and then you just can't fight with them. It's different if you buy an axe to someone like a gyro or a void, right? And he gets axe maelstrom, he's just jumping across the map farming. Or a gyro that farms faster with it. For Pudge, he farms just as fast, I would say.
Now he's also got to deliver it, by the way. And then just keep an eye on his net worth as it plummets. Bottom 4 now. Man, this alchemist isn't farming at all.
Well, this could be dangerous. They're coming in.
They have chaotic offering if Dandelion do in fact make the jump. Charging up from stun, maybe looking to wrap around. Avalanche toss, stuns himself. Look for the rolling thunder. DY needs to find the right positioning. He's put himself in the corner. Unfortunately, that means he's going to lose both his supports. UIW doing a much better job being a rolling cube of thunder, and ZC did being a ball of thunder, and well, he'll lose his life too. So 3 heroes die as ZC botches that jump in.
I'm stuck.
Help me.
Help me. That was just so sad.
It was more sad because he was just bouncing back and forth on such a short distance.
The rush area is just so bugged for heroes such as Bango. Some of it is wall, some of it isn't. Some of it is filled with holes and traps. Some of it you get stuck in easily. Unfortunate, because this fight meant a lot. Down the line.
11 saved.
I really feel that they could have contested that rush if Tango goes in, if they manage to get the Timber Saw inside as well. Then you have that damage. Yeah, you're playing with Scared Coffering, but you're not so weak to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant's
still have something for you still later.
Dismember the rolling thunder again. Bouncing on 2 heroes, but beyond not dying, now ZC looking for the rolling thunder. They'll both roll together on parallel lines, and Paparazzi again there with the saving hook. Old Weapon's now going for Blink Dagger, but it definitely feels like it might just put him in trouble.
It will put him in trouble, that's certain, but it also gives him an ability to engage, to jump on someone, like this timing.
UI, you're dead. No chance to survive. Does Rubik still have Rolling Thunder? He does, but it's on cooldown for another 35 seconds. They're charging up the stun, no Blink Dagger. And that means he'll stun himself again. On a Paparazzi, the damage with a Tensolator. Paparazzi just melting here. Avalanche comes out. There's the stuff from Old 11. The buyback coming in from DY. The false promise is out on ZC to save his life. They've slowed up Blue, who's out of mana, and now potentially needing to retreat very far back.
That buyback, by the way, from DY didn't really matter. He didn't have a TP. His teleport scroll was still on cooldown for an additional 15 seconds, so he needed to run back mid, and very well played by Tide again, pretty much letting them 2 kills, maybe 3. Oh, the miss! And he has ages, yeah, but still, he'd like to take it away.
I would say, this feels similar to game 1, right? This is like a moment for Dandelion to bring their way back into the game. They're only down 1,000 net worth, but if all of a sudden they lose consecutive fights...
It's also against an Alchemist that they're only 1k behind, right?
Yeah,
so
I guess. The Alchemist is only level 1 in Grievel's Greed for the majority of this one.
That's true, that's true.
Dyer's middle tower.
They're gonna go. Avalanche comes out, lands on 3. Now to the chaotic offering. Purity survives. The right click, not gonna uphill miss this time. PYW ends up getting traded for TMing with ZC going around the back of the Rolling Thunder. They go after SJ, they'll get the kill. The hook beyond now on the run. Summer with the right clicks. He's, well, free to do whatever he wants. They've got the buyback coming up from the Oracle. Oracle now needs to get back into the fray as, again, Hold 11 just stuns himself.
Tiny's really on point with his reactions. This fight, that was a 5-man smoke from Extreme. He still managed to jump in first, break that smoke, stun a couple of them, kill off Rubik instantly with the TA. Yeah, in the end it didn't really work out that well for them, but it could have been way, way worse. The TA hits hard, by the way.
Yeah, especially when Summer's free to do so.
Another
one tossed again. And Hold 11 just ripped apart. No way to survive. Blue ends up ripping through the stone that is TMing, though. They've got the dismember. False promise. The save. It is there for now, but SJ now dead for 60 seconds, considering he bought back in the last fight. What I was going to say is, you know, TMing, when he had his time with Keen Gaming, when he had his time with eHome, he was very impressive. I was actually super shocked that he didn't play for as long as he did. And I don't know if that was like personal reasons or if that was just he couldn't find himself slotted on a team. And I know Dandelion are kind of in dire straits at the moment in this series, and throughout the season it's been up and down. But I really think he's an amazing forward position. The fact that he was without a team for so long, it was just, to me, shocking.
Sometimes you just can't find your groove, your spot, personal life, or maybe teams shun you. But I completely agree. Game 1, Game 2, and all the series, he's been the outstanding performer. Always does his job, truly. And every single kill that they've had were on the back of this tiny Blink Dagger, right? Like 5 out of 5 kills were pretty much with Tiny tossing someone.
Yeah. I'm just
Alchemist.
A little surprised with his career path so far. Alchemist going in an SJ that's back to back deaths. He has not had fun these last 3 minutes or so.
Dire structures are fortified.
And it has not been great.
Top tower is under attack.
Blue also has a Blink Dagger of his own coming out. EKB almost finished for Paparazzi.
I love how he's farming.
Himself.
Yeah,
Not just stunning himself.
Yeah, he's farming with it. Why not, right? Like, it doesn't make his when he doesn't do it on purpose, it doesn't make it makes it look not as bad. He's doing it all the time anyway. But yeah, so far an interesting match. I still think that the Dandelion are not out. They have had quite a few kills, but the nature of their lineup still works against Extreme Gaming. What's Timbersaw got? He's got a halberd. Well, it's not much, but it's honest work.
I don't disagree. But definitely not feeling like a lot, that's for sure. What's crazy to me is Paparazzi was passed in Ags, and he's still only 2,000 ahead of the TA.
Smoke. Tiny again. First one jump.
They're going to do the chaotic offering comes down with the BKB pop by Paparazzi. They've got Lou jumping into false promises there to save the day, but it's onto the Tiny. So your save was used on Tiny. Summer trying to get the damage out, and now both over. The charge is stunned up. They get the kill there on the Summer. They'll take out the DUI. Right clicks in on the Beyond. The Avalanche is in. Paparazzi ends up getting Tuners in on the side of XG. Timberchain away, Chakram out, Beyond surviving. That gets pulled back, but the Fable is in from PYW to get the kill. They'll take out SJ again. 3 is dead on the side of Dandelion. Close fight. Got Paparazzi.
Yeah, it was a weird fight because Tiny jumped in and he tossed the Pudge back into his team, right? But he tossed him onto the Pango that blinked behind, so the toss went into the opposite direction, which ended up actually being good for them because Pudge had the BKB that they didn't see, right? If he tossed him back, that would be game over for them. So a fight that even ended out being much, much better. The only problem is, like you noticed and mentioned, the false promise being used on the wrong target. He's doing a lot, but I think you need to save it for TA Timber.
Alright, Rolling Thunder again, right clicks in. Oh, Luke could not jump to the high ground with first shock. That's a blunder.
That's a big one as well. They're going in for more.
Oh, dealing with the three-man avalanche. They're going to run through GY and PYW. They've got the dismember. It's still holding, but they don't get the damage for the kill. Although Evan jumps in, he's got the stun that gets the kill on the SJ. So look for that, but now ZC, well, he's rolled up, but, well, now he's dead. Certainly not standing up anytime soon.
Okay, Luke's buybacks.
Who's that giving?
For Luke.
Oh, Ursa.
Of course, right? Like two buybacks on their team, two Aghanim Scepters on their team that are just... Actually, everyone on their team benefits from Aghanims quite a bit, right? Rubik loves it, Warlock loves it as well. But at some point you need to stop. As an alchemist, it's like... it's an Aghanim's addiction. You need to stop. Like,
stop when everybody gets their axe.
then you'll finally be happy. It's his acorn. 5 Aghanim Scepters in the same game.
I guess the extra spell amp, but the bonus damage isn't exactly amazing. When you've got your own ags, finally.
It's not amazing indeed. Will this be a smoke? They are converging here, but they do not have one, so... No smoke from Extreme Gaming, but there will be a smoke from Dandelion. It's all about the pits, all about that rush.
Big Avalanche once again gets the enrage off, now trying to run. Luke taking some damage, but there's the chaotic offering that comes down on it too. Roche is in the picture, but is Roche really the objective at the moment? Old 11 taking some damage, but the right click's coming out from Summer. They've got the dismember. The false promise is there to stop that. Old 11 getting low with the jump being beyond gets the kill there onto the Alchemist. False promise is going to end, and Summer will explode. Well, that will put us into Autumn as SJ will get taken out too. So 2 years down to the side of Dandelion. They've only lost the Alchemist, who already gave over the axe, so his net worth not important at the moment.
Yeah, and this should be free rush for them unless someone snatches it. Looking at you, Tiny. With the blink dagger, it's possible. I probably will fall back. Pudge goes in.
Not hitting that hook.
Tiny really wants to snatch. He has the full step to go in.
Force stab toss. But some right clicks out. Paparazzi's there. They've got the dismember. They'll pick up the Aegis. They've got the shard as well. And now they may even catch CC. And things are kind of falling apart if you give this up and you continue to give up the bodies to Extreme Gaming.
It was unfortunate that he goes in a little bit too soon. The Avalanche stopped Ursa. He got bashed a couple of times. Took him a bit longer. The read was nice. It's just the RNG was not. What needs to be said is that TA now 2 fights in a row gets hooked.
Radiant structures are
Like he goes in a fight, Blink BKB's far away from the Pudge, but then he gets hooked. And yeah, that's why they're losing the fight so convincingly. Summer, if he could find a way to survive and dodge the hookshot dismember, then perhaps they can take the fight. But if he gets dismembered, you saw what Extreme Gaming is doing. The fights are very straightforward for them. Ignore everyone and just go on TA. That's all they have to do. And so far they've succeeded at doing that.
So far, so good. Is outgoing another axe?
Radiant's top tower is under
It's coming on the courier.
Looks like Radiant closed.
Is that an axe?
It's a shard.
Oh, it's a shard.
It's a shard.
All right.
Radiant's
Well,
top tower
I mean, that's like, you know, Before you stop, after you stop smoking cigarettes, you get the patch. after you stop giving everybody ags, you get a shard.
It's still something for everybody, right? Like you can still give it.
Oh, teaming.
You can still toss it to the Teresa or the pudge. So
Yeah, it's the addiction to help out.
it's a nice addiction to have.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
PYW certainly wouldn't mind getting an axe, though.
Dire's bottom tower is
It's like
under
headbands. Probably should keep that, right? I love this. I love that he continues to farm by hurting himself. It's a stun.
The stun, yeah.
blessings.
Genius.
It's like
by a farmer.
it's not enough for him to help. He needs to feel the pain while doing it. He needs to hurt himself while he's doing that. Some weird kinks, but hey, we can't
It's the
judge.
current year. No judgment.
Yeah, beyond.
Dismember a people, and there's the stun coming through. And another kill here for Extreme. They're up 9,000 just about.
Pudge getting those flash heap stats one after another, sitting on 18. Just a casual tier 6 strength.
Looks like Old 11 was going to go into fight by himself. Luckily, he thought better of it.
Maybe he
And
just
backed
likes
up
the
and
way.
stunned himself.
Yeah, he just likes the way it stuns him. There. Look.
Here he goes again.
It is quite fast though. Just a lot of damage. It clears the wave.
And it's 760 damage. That's a lot.
Tower is under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Almost a 10k lead.
Dire's top
gonna
tower
do it
is
on
under
top.
attack.
Radiant's bottom
Okay,
tower
that
is
is.
under
I wonder if he starts channeling and goes for the next creep wave and then gets jumped on. Probably not. He looks very careful. It would be funny though.
Wouldn't mind seeing it. This paparazzi have. He's going Shivas. And then the Lu. That's the Basher going Titanic.
fusion.
I believe like their fight is just so easy. The next one with the Satanic, the Aegis is running out, but if you could force it in the next 30 seconds, it would be amazing.
Radiant's middle tower
Perhaps
is
this
under
mid tier
attack.
2 should fall. Yeah, they're going for it. They do just want to wait this time, right? Like 30 seconds with the Aegis, you know they won't fight you, so you can take another objective with it.
Definitely.
But arguably, even without the Aegis, right, it's very difficult for Dandelion to take a fight now.
It looks like Extreme Gaming might be looking for their opportunity to get onto the high ground and finish. Because you've already got Blue there, but now he's tossed all the way into the tier 4s. For the Rolling Thunder, he just expired. This is the time that Dandelion want. They roll up, but there's the hook, and they'll try to leave. Does Dandelion even give them this opportunity? And it looks like they just do.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
A little surprising.
A bit hard to fight for both of the sides. On the side of Extreme Gaming, you don't really want to go high ground so recklessly. On the side of Dandelion, you don't really have damage to take anyone down. And you're always worried of the Warlock reinitiating with the offering. But you got a couple of blinks though, like you got a blink on Timber, blink on Tiny, blink on Pango. Everyone, pretty much, but Oracle has one, so you can cut into the backlines. And in order to win or try to win these next fights, they need to do that. They can't let Pudge get on top of them so easily. Which is, it's not as easy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Right. It would be the best way about going for it.
What would be?
What would be the best way to, like, execute here for them?
Top tower is under attack.
I feel like if you could force the Pudge to go on Timber or something like that, So the team has a free time. Oh, tiny.
Yeah, catching this tiny, very crucial at the moment. And they get a kill, but there's just nobody else around for Dandelion to make sure that anything goes their way.
Well, there was everyone, but everyone ran away as well. Pudge had haste, so that's why he caught him.
Just doesn't feel like Dandelion's getting anything out of the map, really. Like, they have kind of moved top, but they're not getting anything, like, in terms of kills.
Yeah, like, the TA got an axe, right? And for me, this axe smells like, I want to delay the game, I don't want to fight. As they lacked damage before, it's not like they had enough in prior fights, and then you buy an Aghanim Scepter. It basically means that, yeah, you're just going to wait for that ultra late game. Which does make kind of sense considering the state of the game for you. The Pango as well, not really doing a ton.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Do you think maybe as these BKBs have went down to like 7-6 seconds, do you think that it changes things a lot? For Dandelion, that is.
As their BKBs get lower?
No, I mean, Ursa, Pudge, you know, their BKBs are pretty low, so maybe you can abuse that somehow. Maybe the Pango will finally have impact in these fights, right? Because, so far he didn't. Summer?
Certainly tough for Summer to get out, and there's the bash. Not DUI, but you lose your own life, and now you're dead for 100 seconds. I don't know. With the Ags making, what, Enrage 18-second cooldown? Guess there's like a little opening there to kill off Blue, but I don't think he really feels too scared.
Yeah. And the Pudge as well, sitting on 3.5k HP with Flesh Heap. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's some silver lining in your mind, because
Structures are fortified.
I don't see it.
And it feels very tough. When Thunder comes out, they have to dismember, they get the counter C and make. Now they're going to walk back with their BKBs. And there's the flamethrower. They bumped the Aeon Disc. They're chasing for this like it's a last-ditch effort to get something to go their way. They lose Beyond. He's got buyback, but he's dead for 80 seconds if he doesn't use it.
They did it because they did it because EA bought back, right? That's why they continued chasing, maybe trying to get something out of that buyback, but they needed to commit, and not everyone committed the same way. Timbersaw gets isolated, killed off. Now he's gonna have to buy back as well, most likely.
Radiant's middle tower.
So remember, they've got the false promise, and while they're trying to stay alive, but hit by the telekinesis, the Timber Chain is in. Beyond, he just falls back. Might just get right on down.
Look at Summer, he's actually trying to rat.
Do that successfully, though?
I don't think so. He's back now. He forced Alchemist to TP. Maybe this was good, if they can force a 4v5.
If ZC wants to keep committing, honestly. Seems very, very risky.
Yeah, his Rolling Thunder was running out. They should still smoke up and defend this rush. But once again, easier said than done. They don't have a trap inside, they don't see how low it is, and this rush is pretty much already done.
Yeah, that never came over.
What do you do? When you're in a situation
Technically, Roshan
like Dandelion are, do you give up or do you fight until the end?
I mean, there's no reason to... I think there's no reason to give up, right? Like, you're already in it. This is real time experience and potentially coming back in a situation like this. Like, you just go for it.
Like mentally, Where are you at? Like, are you fine? Are you like, yeah, we can do this, or let's just play it until the end?
I think as long as the mental fortitude is there, and you've all agreed to just going for it and no repercussions, then you have to. But if the mentality is not there, then you need to think about it.
Also, the TA is 8 minutes behind average on the day unless the fight breaks out.
As EC gets into the Rolling Thunder, but it's immediately countered by PYW's own Rolling Thunder. Coming on Tian Ming, but they lose PYW. They've got the Chaotic Offering slamming down. They've got the Refresher. 4 golems coming into the fray, ripping through Beyond, and now looking to rip through the TA. Dead on his screen already. It's just a matter of when the false promise runs out. And GG is called. Extreme Gaming 2-0 over Dandelion. They really were the last Dandelion in this winter, because summer never really came alive.
Alright, in some ways I'm glad this